keep looking at the wrong place on my camera. So it probably sometimes looks like I'm not looking at you and then I am looking at you, but it's all good. I'm still getting used to this, okay? So bear with me. What is up, my sweet fam? Welcome to the K-Suite 2021. You made it to celebrate. Jeez, cause like last year was crazy. So glad to have you guys here. I was missing on the day that I should have dropped a video because, as you read in my title, I pretty much busted up my knee, and I'm gonna talk about that in a second. But yeah, we'll get into that. Welcome to all my newbies who may have never been on the K-Suite. This is your home away from home online, where we kick it, we talk about growth, we talk about personal development. I do sometimes talk about a little bit of business here and there. That's what I'm gonna get into in some videos coming up. But really, it's about personal growth. It's about embracing who you are, being the human being that you are, and just, you know, hopefully some of my talks, some of my conversations with you will inspire you to keep progressing in your journey and embracing the human that you are, and drop the rest of those gems all over the world as you continue. So I'm trying to fix my knee right now because it's hurting. Oh my god, hold on. As I said before, if you are watching this, that means you made it. You made it past 2020. I don't know what that was, but it was there, and you are in the new year. So happy new year to you, and I hope you had a restful holiday if you celebrate the holidays. Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all those beautiful holidays. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about like the holidays and all that stuff because it was my birthday, and you know, it's been a while. Like I feel like we haven't really had that in-depth conversation. When I think of 2021, it seems so foreign because like I feel like, I don't know if you're like me, but if you remember when 2000 kicked in, it was really like, what is 2000s and the world is gonna end and all that madness, and here we are literally 21 years later. So time is of the essence, I guess, and whatnot. So how have you been doing? How's your new year going? What's new? I'm gonna tell you what I've been doing, and kind of go into some stuff like a reflection on my 2020, my birthday. This is not scripted. I'm really just gonna talk off the dome and take it from my heart and my mind and let y'all know, and all my overall lessons that I kind of collected throughout the last few months. So let's just do a little recap of like the last few days, the new year. So we're about 11 days in now. So far, last week was pretty crazy in the news, but we're not gonna talk all about that stuff right now. We are here to kick it, you know. So for me, I treat the new year kind of as a rollover almost. I don't really celebrate the new year to the extent of all these New Year's resolutions, because I feel like when spring comes, that's when like that real new year is for me. But I still, to the degree, embrace kind of the ending of a new year, if that makes any sense to you. I embrace that, and especially because it's my birthday and we're rolling into like literally a clean slate. So it's really a time to reflect, polish things up a little bit that needs to, and by the time spring rolls around, you're kind of like, okay. My New Year's was kind of quiet. We literally watched movies, ordered some pizza. Did we order pizza? No, we didn't. We ordered some food, and just listened to music and whatnot, and really, like most people should be doing, stayed in, enjoyed it, and whatnot. So and really, once the week kicked in, I was kind of back into like work mode, and you know, continuing the journey in my businesses and stuff like that. So it's been pretty, not different, but it's the same in that respect, like with work and all that. But a few new things, and I'll discuss that as well. I am reading a new book, which is Eloquent Rage by Brittany Cooper. And so far the book is really good. I'm trying to read a little bit more often now. I don't feel like I read enough, and I know some people will be a little bit surprised by that, but I'm a person, I'll start reading a book and then I put it down, and that's due to a few reasons, because I'm caught up with other things and I have a habit of reading halfway through the book and not reading the rest of it. So I know that there are readers who say as long as you read some of the core topics of the book that really sticks out to you and helps you, you've read the book. I don't know. If you agree with that, let me know. So there's people who like literally fly through 100 books in a year, which is incredible. And if I could do that, I would definitely feel like amazing. But I still feel amazing regardless. So, oh well. But I keep looking down, guys, because I'm literally trying to fix my knee. It's hurting, which maybe I'll talk about that right now. So we played a lot in my house sometime, maybe too much. My son had a bowl of apples on the dining table, and I decided to steal not one but two. So I did it with the intent for him to see me, and so that when he see me, he'd run, right? Like, stop. So anyways, I took it and he seen and he ran after me. So as I ran down the hall and tried to make a turn into my room, my foot slipped out of my slipper and my knee obviously shifted to the side, and it literally hit the frame of the door opening. And it hurt so much that I fell into the bed and I laughed because it hurt so badly, and I didn't think it would hurt that badly. So obviously it swole up, and I've been icing it and trying to elevate it. Yeah, the swelling has gone down a little bit, but it needs to go down a little bit more. Like, I still feel the pain, like that pain in it. Like, I can't walk on it too much. So pray for me, y'all, because yeah, it hasn't been fun living with my knee like this. Like, oh, it hurts. Anyways, so that is what I've been dealing with, and that's why I didn't get to record at the time that I wanted to record, because I was dealing with my knee. Anyways, so if you guys are reading a book, please drop it in the comment section. Let me know what you're reading, and I'll talk about this book, sorry, in another video. And a couple weeks ago was my birthday, so I did celebrate my 35th birthday, and you know, it was definitely a sentimental one for me, because boy, I'm just like, I'm that young, but I'm that old. You know, it was a sentimental one. So turning this age for me was I don't want to say, and I don't want to say it was hard. Turning this age for me, it was a moment where I had to, you know, I asked myself these hard questions, like, you know, am I exactly where I want to be? And the answer is no. And I was really hard on myself about that, and I had to step back. You know, I had to check myself and really think through, you know, what I've gone through and what I have overcome to reach where I am right now, and give myself the props, right? But at the same time, you know, it's also a lesson, like, what do I have to reevaluate and kind of figure out a little bit more and improve on, you know, and there's always room for improvement. You know, one thing that I try to remind myself about is that to someone who is, I don't know, 60 years old, my age for them is like, oh, you're really young, you know, whereas to somebody who's 18, they're gonna be like, you should be married by now or something, right? And it's not necessarily like that. So, you know, no matter what age you are, it's all about perspective. You know, it's, to some people you're gonna be extremely young, and to some you're gonna be like, oh, you're kind of old. But it's how you feel and how you manage that, and what you're doing with that, right? And that's what is important, and you're only as young or old as you feel, you know. So yeah, I definitely had like a challenging time, you know, understanding or coming to terms with the fact that like you're not in your 20s, and you're not in your early 30s, and you're kind of there and you're not kind of there. So yeah, it was definitely this coming of age moment, and I really had to not be so hard on myself and say like, Kenesha, you're a human being, you're still growing, and you need to just take it one day at a time. And it's not about age, it's about, you know, understanding who you are at this moment in time, and growing, and, you know, walking in the purpose you feel you're supposed to walk in, and doing your best with it, and loving yourself, of course, but the people around you as best as you can, and treating each day individually as it is. You know, we don't know anything of what our book of our lives is, but the best that you can do is take each day and continue going with it, you know. So, you know, the more I look at it, it's not about, you know, what age you are. It's really, how are you living your life, and not being too hard on yourself. You know, you just gotta take it one day at a time. That's really all we can do. And I think that's one thing that I learned when it came to 2020, especially. You know, I felt like I figured that out, but I think 2020 was like that nail that it drove it through the wall for me. Like, you can literally only take things one day at a time. You can't force anything. Yeah, so that was my reflection on my birthday. And as far as my birthday went, it was good, y'all. It was relaxing. You know, it's I celebrate my birthday over the holidays. If you know when my birthday is, you know. If you don't, oh well. So, you know, it was really an opportunity to just relax. I literally turned off my emails, and I put all my projects down, and I said, I ain't doing nothing. I am going to relax. I am going to watch my movies. I'm going to watch my shows, and I'm going to read, and I'm going to have my cake and eat it too. Okay? So, yeah. You know, overall, like, the lessons, like with my birthday, with the new year, and with, you know, the year, it really taught me. And, you know, no matter what, when it's your time to do something, whether you're ready or not, if you believe in God, God's gonna push you to do what you gotta do. And you just have to own it, whether you're ready or not. You gotta step out in your purpose and go for it. And that kind of intertwines with my second overall lesson. It's be fearless. Even when you are doubting yourself, you have to really step into your power, and really understand and remember that what is fear? I feel like fear is something for myself, y'all, that has hindered me from certain things that I've wanted to do. And you worry and you fear, and like, it's like, why am I worrying about anything? The most that could happen is X, Y, or Z. So you might as well just go for the leap. And if it goes your way, hurrah. If it doesn't, oh well. Like, you pick yourself up and you keep on moving. But we need to really learn, and this is not just for women, this is for men too, like how to be more fearless in our lives, just going for it, because you don't have 10 shots at life. It's one, and you gotta just do your thing, right? And another thing is like really expand. I've spoken about this a couple times, you guys. It's really expanding on your network, expanding on your circle, and not being afraid to not be the smartest person in your circle. Did I say that right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Be surrounded with people that know way more than you, and own that you don't know everything, and be transparent about it, because I feel like that's where we learn more. And I hope this is some gems that you can take into your new year to really be okay with that, and be around people and circles that's going to teach you something, which is really important. Another thing, and that kind of also ties into the fact that you can't be everything for everyone. And this is one topic that I want to talk about more in one dedicated video, because sometimes in our lives we try to be everything for the individuals in our lives, and what happens is that ends up draining you. And we try to live up to the expectations of everybody else. So I'm going to be there for this person, I'm going to answer every call, I'm going to answer every text, and you can't do that. I'm not saying to not be there for people, but you got to be there for yourself, and know that you have to construct your time for you. You can't always answer that phone call. When you need to be there, you be there, though. Know that. And not everyone's gonna understand that. There'll be people, when you don't act on their expectation of you, they're going to be mad. And you know what? So be it. You have to just continue living, and there are going to be the people around you that understand that and understand who you are, and you continue with your lives. And it's like no hard feelings on that, but you have to understand, again, you, say it with me, you cannot be everything to everybody. You will stretch yourself short. You will go crazy. Okay? It's important for us to manage our time properly. I'm a person, guys, I set my timer on my phone, shut down my social media, and call it a day. And whether I'm using my time to read or watch shows that have no point or purpose, then so be it. But you gotta have your dedicated time. And another thing with that, don't find yourself in the center of gossiping and things that don't align with who you are, your life, or where you're trying to go. Learn to set yourself away from that, because it's not going to help you at any time, in any new year or any season of your life, you guys. Anyways, guys, thank you again for joining me. I can't wait to see you again soon, and take care of yourselves, stay safe, and be amazing, be human, be you, embrace all of that, because you got this. All right, bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, visit the site for new content, drop me an email if you need to, and don't forget to drop by the suite next week.